EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Next to score, Dolphins 7, Packers nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to Dillon on 1st down. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers shoves him away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Man, tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 14 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Tagovailoa, and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tua buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Watch out, 52. Ball red.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
97. Steal. Check, steal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And some room to run now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Yellow, go. Right through. Ready?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And one more time, that's Watkins. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
From 13 yards out.
and the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Tua going to throw.
going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Tua on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were wrapping up the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And it's a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Slide through.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two and now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Black ultra. Yellow.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
White. Ultra. Blue.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Tua. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Black shot. Hey, check nigga.
2nd down and goal. Tua steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Edmonds will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Packers 42, Dolphins 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. Down inside the 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Let's go now. Red. Hey, blue. Hey, blue.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to win this football game. Rodgers looking to throw. On the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Here we go, set. Call red. Flight 2. Go pitch.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And this is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Hey, man. Green back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a two-point conversion as well. Doesn't matter. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for two. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful two-point.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They run again with Dillon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Watch it.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
Now a
play fake. Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, Dillon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 29 yards. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Jameis on second down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And this one too low.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Trying to get it to Landry there. And it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Will Lutz the kickoff for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jones. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. Touchdown! Allen Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. Winston. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his left.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running right, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
On third down, here's Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Buying time, and the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And able to catch catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Packers. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 28. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On third down, here's Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's got room. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup, sets up 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Rodgers to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage had to help fuel all what happened for them down the stretch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Ready.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the option, it'll be Hurts.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders to the 43, 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Nice call on defense. Package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll throw now on the final play, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach and said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the stick.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins.
Okay, break.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff, running left is Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts going to keep it running right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Dillon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They run again with Dillon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 36 yards. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They run again on 1st down, Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Throwing, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Play action now. Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Again, it's Cousins. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
Joseph's got it, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
178 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a handoff. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They go play action. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well timed. I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And some space here. Well, 217 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
26.
Back near the goal line, here's Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Let's take it inside his own 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Rodgers looking to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown.
He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing here. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. You know, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1. This is Lazard with a catch out left. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. A check down here to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running right, Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away. Got a man. That's Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man down the field is Landry. On the move past the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action. Winston steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Play fake. Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
a
that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
whole thing.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now when timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Final play of the half here. Winston dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And this is going to be Packer football.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Winston now to throw on first down.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down, Winston. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
32 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jameis now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Here's Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and goal, Winston. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Fourth down, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman from 4 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Over.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Rodgers to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can... into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never love being in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.